on this. So now we are recording. So welcome to the show. Today we're going to look at the market, bond market, the precious metals market, the crypto market, all of that stuff. We're going to talk some world news. We've got a major development in world news. The Anthony Weiner laptop search warrant has been unsealed, and that's a really big deal. We'll talk about why that is and how it relates to crypto. We've got Deutsche Bank that is, in my opinion, within probably 2 weeks of being downgraded, which when that happens, that's also a big deal. Lots of, a couple different scenarios that could play out from that, none of which are good for Deutsche Bank. The SEC has also put up a scam coin, which is surprising, coming directly from the SEC. We're going to talk about that, some major events from this past week, and then also I'm going to be giving away some free Litecoin to just anybody that wants it. So that is what's on the agenda for today's show. Before we get into all of that, let's talk some good news. So Jessica, what is some good news that you can bring to us today?
Well, I am, of course, like I told you before, I'm moving, and now we are in the last stages of that. So I finished packing the last of the stuff this morning that we just don't have to have this week, and house is cleaned and kids are fed and just a lot done so early in the morning.
Very cool. Very cool. That's always nice, getting everything done. My good news is along those same lines. I actually got a little bit of a later than wanted start this morning, but I've had a chance to make up that time and get everything done on my list so that I'm actually caught up for the moment. So that's good. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll dive into this because we do have a lot to cover today. Share screen. All right, can you see my screen now? Yeah.
Yes, I can see it.
All right, so let's see what's going on in the market. Really quick, the market cap is for crypto sitting at 367 billion. It's about the same as we did as we reviewed on Friday. So not a lot of change since Friday. 24-hour volume, 19.9 billion, the exact same as it was last Friday. The total number of cryptocurrencies, 1593, which is also the exact same as last Friday. And Bitcoin dominance is 37.6%, which last Friday was 37.7%. So just one little tenth of a tick move there. So as you can see, not a lot of change in the numbers that we look at initially since Friday. So not a lot happened over the weekend. If we look at the market here, just kind of scrolling down, look at the 24-hour change, we see a lot of red with a little bit of green mixed in. So if we just sort by green, you'll see that there's about a dozen coins that are in the green, most of them pretty small, Binance being the greatest gainer over the last 24 hours. It's up 16.97%. The reason for this pump is because they just announced an increase to their affiliate program. They basically said, you know, look, because they've had this affiliate program for a while, just like Coinbase and most of the other exchanges. You know, you get when you sign up, you get an affiliate link to that exchange, and if you refer somebody and they make a deposit into that exchange, then you make a little bit of money. Well, up until now, Binance has paid out 20% for all of their referrals. So you refer somebody, you make 20% commissions on whatever they deposit initially, I think is how it's set up. But now Binance has come out and said, you know what, we will double that to 40%. For everybody that you refer, you'll get paid 40% if you personally hold over 500 Binance coins. And so that news has caused a bit of a pump. It's also possibly you know, caused some more people to buy Binance coin. Now, just as a direct kind of upfront thing, like that's like a set, like right now Binance is 1466 a coin, so 500 of them, talking like $7,000 worth of investment to get that boost commissions, which may or may not be worth, depending on how many people you're actually sending and referring. Nonetheless, it has caused a pump. Binance is the highest gainer. So if you own some Binance coins, congratulations. You got a little raise over the past few days. Let's see what else. If we just look at the prices, Bitcoin is still sitting at 8,097, Ethereum 678, EOS is at 1246, Litecoin at 132. So not a lot of movement since yesterday. I will point out Tron here is approaching the market cap, and for a bit overtook the market cap of IOTA over the last few days. You can see they're pretty much neck and neck. So Tron has experienced a little bit of a pump over the last couple of days. It's down at the moment. However, I would not be surprised if between now and the end of the month we see continuous gains with Tron, because the mainnet launch of this token is set to come out May 31st. So in about 10 days from now, the product actually goes live for the first time. Usually that results in some sort of pump or a little bit of a spike there. So just keep an eye on that. So that's pretty much what's going on in the world of cryptocurrency. Let's look at TradingView really quick. We'll check out the bond market. Let's go to the charts here. See what's happening in the bond market. More of the same. So more sell-off. You see that over, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. All right. So there's been a little bit of a pump over the last couple of days over the weekend. That's usually when they happen. You'll notice the last one happened over a weekend. So we got some green over the last few days, but you see it's just started to sell off. I would absolutely expect more of the same trend. You see these little fake pumps, and then what happens after every one of them? Boom, more dumps. So there's an artificial pump, and then boom, dump right back down to where you were initially, and then below, artificial pump, and then boom, down below. So I would expect this to be no different. Nobody in the world wants this particular commodity, the US dollar. So definitely pay attention to that. As far as silver and gold, we're not going to look at those. There's not a lot of movement since the last time we looked there. So just keep an eye on that. Let's see what else we got. So we've been through the market. So let's talk about notable world news. If we go to Anthony Weiner, laptop warrant. Let's just see what comes up there. All right, first one, search warrant for Anthony Weiner's electronic devices unsealed. This is one of the sealed things that we've been kind of anticipating and waiting on. This is the laptop, without getting too deep into what all this is. This is the laptop that supposedly has a lot of email exchange from Anthony and his significant other at the time, and their boss Hillary Clinton. Yeah, so right here, between Anthony Weiner's wife and her boss, who was then presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. So there's some email stuff here. There's supposedly some just horrific videos of Hillary Clinton and others that you would not expect on this laptop. And now, as of 4 days ago, that has been unsealed, and so coming very soon, we will likely hear about the contents of that. And we've been talking about, you know, the fake video narrative that we've been seeing kind of pop up over the last little while, because there's supposedly some pretty outlandish stuff on this laptop. So we'll see how that plays out. All of that is just part of the overall bigger picture process of the good guys and bad guys, you know, removing the good guys from the system. I'm sorry, removing the bad guys from the system, so that we can move towards that state of global peace and sustainability that we're looking for. So that is that. I'm not gonna, I mean, you can Google it if you want to learn more specifically. That's pretty much all you need to know about it. That is coming. So that's that Hillary video is going to be key. Let's just keep an eye out for that. Notable crypto news. A couple of things, and I'll probably touch on this every day for the next little bit. Keep an eye on Deutsche Bank. All right, they will be very likely to be downgraded in the next couple of weeks, probably less. In the next 9 or 10 days, I would think. So I will definitely let you guys know when that happens, if that happens. But just pay attention to them for being in the news, because that is huge news if it does in fact happen, which I think is going to be the case. Let's see here. We talked about why that's important, because they have the largest derivative book in the entire world. And so once they get downgraded, there's no way they can get out of that kind of downward spiral that will send them into without a bailout or without certain things. And the difference is that if a bailout does occur, that will trigger even, other things. And so we'll just wait to see the path of the unfolding and see kind of what happens. But essentially what that means, them being the largest derivative book holders, they've got the most debt, and all of that debt becomes more expensive if they get downgraded, if their credit rating as a company gets downgraded, which I believe is going to be the case. It becomes vastly more expensive, to be more precise. And what also happens in addition to that debt becoming more expensive for them to hold, which is probably enough to collapse the bank just right there. But what else happens is they have a lot of these derivative contracts that will expire. These debt-based contracts are going to go sideways because they're written up right now to say, you know what, in order for this to be valid, you have to maintain a certain credit rating. Well, if they get downgraded, that will put them out of that credit rating criteria for a lot of their existing contracts. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And when that happens, those contracts are going to go sideways because of the way that they're written. So they have been bailed out in the past. Be interesting to see kind of what the solution is and kind of how it unfolds now. Regardless, the point for you to remember is the same point that we've been talking about quite a bit. The collapse of the bank is coming. The boom of the cryptos is coming. It will likely not happen overnight. It's going to be kind of a staggered event over the next couple of years, those two coming to fruition. So now it's not going to take, in my opinion, 2 full years before the banks and some major changes take place there. But we're not going to wake up, tomorrow and there'll be no banks, and like it's not going to all happen over once. It is a process. All right. So a couple of, let's see, one more thing. If we look at I posted this article in the group. This is kind of funny. We talked last week about Warren Buffett talking smack about Bitcoin, saying it's bad. Somebody put a billboard literally right outside his office, and it called him out. It said, Warren, you said you were wrong about Google and Amazon. Maybe you're wrong about Bitcoin. So I thought that was kind of funny. That link for details is in there. I also posted the recap link kind of for the important news that's happened over the last week. So here's kind of what you can, what happened over the last week, all the different articles put nicely in a little collection here. So you got lots of people. What to take away is you got a couple of key things. All right. Number one, you got the people that are pro Bitcoin. So billionaire Michael Novogratz come out talking good stuff about it. There's, all of this stuff, all right, is pretty much good stuff. Morgan's, more whales getting into crypto. So JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, these things getting involved in blockchain and cryptocurrencies. So all of that was news, while almost simultaneously, most of them were talking crap about it in the public front, which is interesting, don't you think? So Bitcoin price also to hit $50,000. That's somebody else. So just a lot of pro news, bullish news. But then at the same time, we also have some bear news. People that are talking crap. So you had Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, those guys last week. Now we've got, or I guess a couple of weeks ago, and then most recently you've got the guy from The Big Short, Steve Eisman. If any of you guys ever seen The Big Short movie, Wall Street vet. Is the one that shorted the subprime mortgage and kind of spotted the first financial crisis that, or the most recent one back in 2008. And so he's talking crap about it, saying it's not a good investment. PayPal claims Bitcoin is the price is too volatile for merchants, which to me, I mean, this is just, it made the negative news headline, but to me, this is just part of the process. PayPal is very much so on board with the idea of crypto, but they may be a little bit early in the game in terms of like merchants and fully integrating that. We're waiting on some more solutions, and as the year goes on, I think that more merchants will find it easier to integrate, and it'll make more sense for them. So the point is here, there's lots of good news, there's lots of bad news, and there's the regulation news. So this is there's three main points. Bing banning crypto ads was kind of a Me Too move in terms of, they're a little late to the party, honestly. Google banned them, Twitter banned them, Facebook banned them months ago. And so now Bing has banned them. The Kazakhstan president wants the UN to issue crypto rules, so more crackdown there. Not a bad thing in my opinion. And then also Indian cryptocurrency exchanges are fighting back because they have a blanket ban in India that's just a blanket ban for cryptos. So that's actually good. There's people stepping up, and the exchanges, they're saying, look, we need some leeway here. We need some breathing room with all of this regulation instead of a full out ban. And so that is kind of what's going on in the news in the world of crypto. So all of these links are in the Creative Crypto group if you would like to get them. Let's see, what else are we going to talk about today? So the SEC put up a fake coin. They have let's see. Let's just look up, we're going to start by looking up Howey test. So what is the Howey test? The Howey test is the name of the test that the SEC uses to determine if a coin or a project is a security or not. All right, and so that's the name Howey test. And you can look it up, read all about it, how it came into origin, all of that stuff. Now, here's what's interesting. There is now such a thing as the Howey coin. If you go to howeycoins.com, you will see that this is a pre-ICO sale. 15% bonus ends in 14 days. There's a token sale. You can see all about the coin. So let's just kind of break this down a little bit. It tells you what the coin is about. It's the most exciting, guaranteed returns of the travel industry. Howey Coins will partner with a segment of the travel industry. Coins that you can trade for profit instead of points. There's massive potential upside benefits, like these benefits right here. They're officially registered with the US government. They will trade on an SEC compliant exchange. They'll be used for existing points programs. They can be exchanged for cryptocurrencies and cash. They can be spent at participating airlines or hotels. They can be redeemed for merchandise. There's also a white paper you can download. It tells about how you can how it's going to be one of the largest cryptocurrency platforms ever built, and how the market is booming, blah, blah, blah. Government Howey Coins, you can use Howey Coins to purchase or travel, or as a government-backed, freely tradable investment, or both. So makes Howey Coins sound pretty good, right? You get a 25% discount if you buy before this date, before June 1st. You get double the points or the coins. You get a single 25% discount if you invest by June 15th. Invest by June 30th, you get a double 12.5% discount, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the team down here. If you want to learn about the team, there's no clickable links, and these are just pictures and names and titles. That's pretty much it. And then you got some testimonials. All right. So let's just read this. We anticipate over 1% daily returns with double 2% returns on tier 1 investors pre-ICO stage secured purchases. Blah, blah, blah. We expect surpassing that before the 2-tier offering closes. Hold. We also forecast a minimum growth rate between 7 and 15% annualized, making Howey Coins attractive for long-term investment. In addition, Howey Coins can serve as a guaranteed hedge against inflation and market loss. So all of this verbiage this is all very scammy sounding. It's very obvious if you just read and listen to what they're actually saying. And then of course we've got some celebrity endorsements and promoters. You know, this guy's saying some good stuff. This drummer's saying this is how we invest. This boxing champ saying, you know, this Howie coins are going to the top, blah, blah, blah. Here's the interesting thing. When you go to click learn more and buy the coins, you are redirected to investor.gov /Howie coins, which is the SEC's website, official website. And it says, if you've responded to an investment offer like this, you could have been scammed. Howie coins are completely fake. So what is Howie coins? Howie coins are, this is a website and a pre-ICO page that the SEC has put together. It's a complete scam. It's completely fake. It's built for educating gullible investors, new investors that don't know any difference. And so this is pretty interesting. I like this, the fact that, you know, this is kind of a creative approach to it. So well done, SEC, on putting that together as an information educational piece. My point in reading through this stuff is just when you see stuff that reminds you of this website at all, saying things like, you know, government-backed, you know, you get all these bonuses, they're set to be profitable. There's going to be, I think it literally says there's going to be a pump after the original ICO. I can't know exactly where. Oh, right here. Once in, we will provide expert timing advice to make sure tier 1 and limited offer tier 2 participants maximize immediate gains with the pre-planned pump to occur shortly after the pre-ICO phase ends. So people will say this kind of stuff. Now, obviously, this is all, you know, just kind of, this is for the purpose of education. Our past 2 pumps have doubled the value for a period immediately after the pump returns over 225%. So when you see stuff like this, take caution. You know, remember this website. This is very much so, like, there's so much stuff that's wrong that are red flags here whenever you're reading stuff like this. So read this website and just educate yourself. Even click on the button, read the article that they wrote on what to look for, things that most scams will often say, and educate yourself, because this is definitely not going to be, I mean, there have been lots of them, there will continue to be lots of them. So educate yourself on that. Now, let's give away some Litecoin. I want to give away some Litecoin simply because, well, that's just what I want to do right now. And I'm probably going to do this often. We'll have these little giveaways. Now, there's a couple of rules for this. First rule is, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give anybody that wants it, literally this is open to anybody that wants it, $10 in free Litecoin to anybody that wants it. And so here's the rules with it. This offer expires after 24 hours from the time this video is uploaded to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, look at the date when it's uploaded. Should be today, the 21st at some time. Look at the date. It expires within 24 hours of watching or of that video being uploaded. So if you want $10 in free Litecoin, all you got to do is just ask me for it. So that's the criteria. Now, the rule is, this is only for people that do not currently own any Litecoin. So if you don't have any Litecoin whatsoever, then this is for you. You can absolutely, I'd like to give you some Litecoin, $10. It's literally free money. In a couple of weeks, who knows? In a couple of months, who knows? It could be worth 30 bucks or 50 bucks or 100 bucks. We don't know what the price is, but I'm willing to give you $10 right now for free. All you got to do is just send me your Litecoin wallet ID so I can send you the Litecoin to your wallet. So I'm going to show you how to actually do that. And if you do already have Litecoin, here's what you can do. You can actually, I mean, you could share the YouTube video. You can invite others to it. The benefit in you doing that is what? Because let's think about this. People that do not own Litecoin, and this applies to any coin, basically, Bitcoin, any of the coins. I'm just using Litecoin because it's one of my favorite coins. It's the one that I'm currently accumulating the most of right now, and I'm very pro Litecoin. I'm very bullish thinking on Litecoin, and so I want to do my part in getting other people turned on to Litecoin. So how do we do that? Well, we give them $10, because guess what? If I give somebody that doesn't own any Litecoin, and I give them $10, and they're going to pay attention to the price for the next little bit. And if they see that price go from $10 to $20 to $30, what are they going to do? They're going to be reaching back out to me and say, hey, how do I get more of this stuff? How do I get some of this Bitcoin stuff? And so what I'm doing is just helping with the adoption. I'm helping bring awareness to new people that are not currently in the game, helping bring awareness, which bringing awareness to people getting in the game, what does that do? That increases the value. And so if you currently own Litecoin and you want to do your part to help increase the value of the Litecoin that you own, then just share this video. And others can hop on board. I will probably be doing these often. And so I am putting the 24-hour limit on it, just in case you're watching this video later down the road. I don't want to be giving away $10 of Litecoin for years and years. This is a per video, open to anybody that asks within the last 24 hours or within the next 24 hours. So that's all you got to do, is just simply ask for it. Now I want to show you the easiest way to do it, and how to ask and how to store it, how to get your wallet ID. I'm going to walk you through that process right now. It's very, very simple. There's lots of ways to store Litecoin. I'm going to show you the easiest and fastest way to do it. All right. Now you're going to want to download an app on your phone. So open up your smartphone, and you're going to want to download a wallet called the Loaf Wallet. LOAFWALLET. So the Loaf Wallet. You just go to either the Android store or the iTunes store, and you open up Loaf Wallet, and you download it, and then you'll open it up. And whenever you open the Loaf Wallet, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is set up your wallet. You just click the button that says set up new wallet. All right. And whenever you set up a new wallet, it's going to say, in order for you to set it up, you're going to have to take a pencil and paper and write down 12 words. You're going to have to create your backup password phrase, essentially. And it consists of 12 random words. They're going to give you random words like dog, whistle, keychain, divorce, whatever the random words are that you get. You write each one of them down in order. And there's going to be 12 of them. And you're going to want to save that somewhere, because if you lose that, you lose your Litecoin. All right, you need that to back up and to own your Litecoin. All right, so save that somewhere safe. So that's all you have to do, is just write down the 12 words. Once you have that written down, your Litecoin wallet is going to be open, and it's going to look similar to this. At the bottom of it, you're going to see these 3 buttons. One of the buttons is going to say send, one says receive, and one says menu. Just press that button that says receive. And whenever you press the receive button, here's what you're going to see. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this, with a code and then a long wallet ID directly underneath it. All you have to do is click that button right underneath it that says share, and that's copied that to your clipboard. And so now all you have to do, you can actually you touch the long wallet ID and it'll copy it to your clipboard. If you touch the share button, it pops up 2 buttons underneath and says email or text message. Click on the email button, and when you click on the email button, it will open up your email on your phone, and it pre-populates the email, and then all you have to do is just type in my email address in the to form and hit send. And my email address is justin@results513.com. justin@results513.com. So if you send your Litecoin email address or wallet address to my email, it will automatically pre-populate it in the subject line. Just put free Litecoin, and I will send you. I have some Litecoin loaded up in my Loaf wallet, and I am ready to send it to the first person that asks. actually anybody that asks in the next 24 hours for $10 in free Litecoin, you will get it. I've got my Litecoin loaded up here, ready to go. So all you have to do to get some free Litecoin is simply just ask. And if you already own it, then just share this video, give somebody, turn somebody on to Litecoin, say, hey, there's free money here. It's in the form of Litecoin, it's $10, but that $10 may be worth $100 before long. And it's absolutely free. It takes 2 or 3 minutes to download the wallet, send me the email. That's the easiest way to do it. And what happens is whenever I get your email, I take your wallet ID and I copy it and I paste it into my app, and I just click the send button and it sends you the $10 in Litecoin. It'll show up on your app immediately from when I send it, and you'll have it and you'll be able to watch the balance and all of that. So that is how you download Litecoin, the Litecoin wallet. It's called the Loaf app. It's the Loaf wallet. It's a funny name, but it's very light wallet. It's secure. Now, ultimately, I hold all of my Litecoin on one of these things. It's called a Trezor wallet. I also have a Ledger Nano S wallet, but I hold all of my Litecoin on this for the long term, because this is a hardware wallet. It's more secure than a wallet on like a digital third-party wallet on your phone. However, you don't own Litecoin, then you probably don't have one of these things. If you're new to the crypto space, then a third-party phone app wallet's going to be much easier and quicker for you to get access to. And it's okay for you to hold a little bit of Litecoin or a little bit of your coins in one of these phone wallets. You don't want to hold your entire holdings in one of these phone wallets. You want to get an external wallet so that it's just safer, and because if your phone gets a virus or gets hacked, and somebody can get access to your phone, and they have access to your wallet, and they have access to your funds. So that's what's going on. We're going to go ahead and wrap up today's show because I think we're going a little bit long for today. So thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching this in the group. Drop me a comment or a like. Let us know if you're not in the group and you would like to be in the group, and you're watching this on YouTube for whatever or whatever, then just click the link in the description. Come join us in the group. Down below the video description here on YouTube, is a link to the Facebook group. Come join us, hang out with us, and we will talk to you all soon. Danny, I see that you've hopped on the call. Welcome. We are just wrapping up. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.